You're listening to the October 2nd, 2022 reading of Blossom Goodchild's channeling with the Federation of Light.
Hello there. I'm here, willing, and apparently able. Are you feeling the same?
Indeed, Blossom. It is wonderful to be back in conversation with you this day. Being uninspired, as you have been, in a sense, is a good thing.
Really? How so?
When the mind falls into a lull, it allows for expression of a different frequency to be explored. It assists one in understanding of the highs and lows, the inspirations and the non-inspirations. Never think that to feel this way is a bad thing. It is through all manner of thought and feeling that one comes to recognize that which they truly are.
I find being uninspired really boring.
Exactly. You experience boring in order to experience full excitement. Allow the duality of your planetary vibration to serve, as opposed to disenchant.
Thanks for that. I think when feeling that way, one feels they should be doing more to serve.
Blossom, dearest Blossom and all. By being you, you are serving. Even when you feel your light is not shining brightly, it is. For you are the light. It is you. You are it.
Yet we've spoken of the need sometimes to turn up our dimmer switch, have we not?
Yes. Yet that does not mean to say that even when a light in a room is on dim, it does not light up the room. We suggest that one removes thoughts of beating the self up for not playing their part well enough at any given time. This certainly does not serve. When one is feeling a little low or out of sorts, feel the vibration of the mantra. Allow it to engulf you in its love. Breathe it in and know that it is the light and the love and the truth of who you are. And it shall keep you safe. And it shall keep you on track. And it shall keep you in a place of knowing and understanding that you are, in fact, doing more to assist your planet than you could possibly imagine. Just by being upon it, your energy, whether you think of it of a high or low one on any given day, is serving the whole. It is allowing the strength of your light to permeate through each and every form of life, to change that which must be relinquished, that which has had its day, that which must return to the nothingness from whence it came, and not present itself again. All this you are changing just by being on the planet at this time. Remember, dearest ones, even though at times you wonder why you are here, what is the point? What difference is anything making? Remember, it is an honor to be chosen to reside on planet Earth at the most auspicious of all times. How blessed you are. Know that. Remember that. You wanted to come. So strong was your desire.
Yes, a sort of, miss, please, miss, pick me type of thing.
Very much so. The enthusiasm to come to your planet was, as you would say, off the charts.
And then we arrived, only to forget. The thing is, I understand you're asking us to remember, yet we can't. We can only take your word for it.
Yet, Blossom, do you not see? In taking our word for it, you are remembering. You are remembering by the feeling of knowing that you will keep on keeping on, because that light, that remembrance deep within you, drives you to do so.
Yes, yes, it does. We may not understand it all the time, yet most of us feel or know we're heading for the greatest change ever. And even though patience runs thin at times, we still know deep down that this change is coming, be it our soon or yours.
And as we have informed you many times, it is wise to enjoy the quiet time now, for when it begins, everything will be displayed quite differently.
Odd thing to say, displayed differently. What do you mean by that?
Nothing that you do not already know. In that, how your media and those in top positions display what they like you to think is the truth shall be completely turned around. For once those who think they control it all have fallen, so shall all that they displayed fall with it. Dearest souls, the truth is coming out little by little, and to just a few at these times. Yet there shall come a time when this changes, in order for momentum to spark, and once and for all, the truth shall be displayed. The truth, the true truth.
How can you say that? The true truth.
Because is it not that you have been deceived by what you have been told is the truth? For most of your time upon your planet, this lifetime?
Well, speaking for myself, I realized many, many years ago that we were being lied to. Although it's only been in the last few years that I've come across some jaw-dropping reveals, knowing too that there are more to come.
This is so. Yet you are ready. You are willing and you are able.
Interesting. I said that at the beginning, and now you have. Any significance?
None.
Oh, fair enough. Thank you. Okay, moving on. Many have sent in a photo from Greece of a large pillar of light with a lightning bolt through it. I've seen quite a few of these before. People are assuming these are the pillars of light that you speak of. Are they?
No, Blossom, they are not. Yes, they are pillars, and yes, they are light, yet not the ones we mentioned to you all those years ago.
I thought not, although they look more like the ones you showed to me telepathically compared to the beautiful, much thinner ones of all colours, which apparently are caused by ice crystals.
The ones we have spoken of, the ones we mean, have not yet presented. They are much thicker, and they appear to come from neither sky nor earth. They shall simply be there. They shall be of much width and height, and you shall know them. You shall recognize them by the energy they carry.
You also said they would contain information for each individual, each one receiving from them what is required by for each soul. I can't remember what we said as it was so long ago. Yet is this not similar to receiving our envelopes?
Yes, Blossom, it is similar, yet not the same.
In that...
In that the envelopes shall be received initially.
Do you think you could do a little recap on the envelopes here? There are many newcomers that don't understand what you mean, and maybe don't have the time to investigate on my site. Would that be okay?
Indeed, wherever we can assist, we are most willing. The envelopes we speak of are obviously not in material form.
Oh, good. Because the post these days is pretty unreliable. Plus, it would cost you a fortune, and depending on what country you lived in, one may not get it for months, if at all. Continue.
These envelopes are entrusted to your soul's keeping. Inside each one are instructions. We have used the word orders in the past, yet we would say that no one is ordering you to do anything. It is your choice to comply as and when the time comes. These instructions are for the individual to be carried out in order to assist the whole at the time of opening.
And the big question being, of course, when is that? Please do not even think of saying soon, with respect.
We cannot give you a particular time, and although we say each one shall have them opened at the same time, we mean that broadly, within a certain time span, space, depending very much on the individual's circumstance at that time space.
So is it to be that they'll be opened when a certain thing happens? For example, the event.
This is so. Yet, Blossom, there is to be much that is classed as eventful from now on.
A bit confusing then. Perhaps you could summarize.
These envelopes are safely sealed within you. When the appropriate time for them to be opened is upon you, you shall know quite clearly. The instructions within each envelope, metaphorically speaking, will be downloaded unto you, and your being shall be quite clear regarding that which it is meant to do. Each individual's instructions were designed in a manner that will enable them to carry out these wishes with a certainty of soul knowingness, for it was the soul's agreement to do so before they came to earth.
When you say wishes, what do you mean?
They are the wishes devised by the self, dearest Blossom, the self that knew, when preparing for this lifetime, what their positioning of soul, circumstance, and dwelling would be. Think upon it, if you would, as being given the overall picture and plan, then being told of certain events that would be marking history, and where you would need to be in any of those defining moments. Then recognize that discussions would have taken place as to how one saw their role upon planet Earth at that time, and how they chose to assist from their greatest desire to do so. That then, taken into account, one's envelopes were written and sealed, in the knowing the soul would keep them safely in love until it was time for them to come to light.
Why, though, would it not be suitable to know about the contents beforehand, sort of in preparation?
Because it would not make sense. It would not only confuse, yet concern the soul as to how they would make this all happen, how they could possibly do such things, etc. Yet, when it is time, everything shall make sense and fall into place within the self's knowing and understanding.
Okay, the hour has flown past today, yet just one more question. Will the things we decided to do surprise us? As in, if we were to know now, we would say, no way am I capable of that. Or will it be instructions that we say, easy peasy, bring it on, type of thing?
It will not surprise you at the time, for much will have changed within you to be capable of such intentions put forth. Another reason why it would not be wise to know now. Yet we are not saying either that you would say, easy peasy. Remember, you are on a mission. The greatest mission ever. Yet everything that you do, have done, and are doing is in the name of love, light, and truth. And always love, light, and truth shall travel within you, by your side, and all around you. We are one.
Nice one, chaps. Many thanks. In gratitude, in loving service, I am.